Hi guys, welcome to this machine. This is created with the ISO of 21058. It's the ArcoLinux XL. So extra large version, meaning it's just filled with all the lovely goods that Linux provides us for free. Topic of the video, Super F7. Is ArcoLinux booting up from ArcoLinux into BIOS? Made it scale a little bit so you see it better. And what I need to do is definitely get my knowledge. How do I install ArcoLinux? D.com tells me that in phase 5 I can do two ways: old computer, new computer, and what's missing is our tutorial how to install Fvwm3. Because it's already here and it's already in the ArcoLinux B, but it's not on the ArcoLinux, and that's our way to check again all the code that's in here, if it's valid or not. So this is going to my right screen. This is the cow that says all kind of things. You just read, and I'm gonna scroll to the place where I need to be. I need to get my, you guessed it, Azerty. So load keys and then BE Latin 1. Now I can type blind again. Then I scroll down, verified boot mode, no need to, it's all clear, we are on the internet, we know that, it's a VirtualBox system. Time, date, set, and TP equals true. That's the first step. Cool. Partition the disks. This is where you'll find a lot of debate. I'm not taking part in any debates. This is my second trial, right? Something went wrong in the first one, so I'm gonna delete this thing, delete this, and go up and delete this. This is what's supposed to look on a virtual box that's never been touched ever. Okay, so what you do then is you take a new partition. I have 30.5 gigs of place. I'm gonna go to the 3, I'm gonna make it 20 for the root. Primary, fine. Then I have a rest, right? The green one, selected. 10 gigs, primary, type, one level up, Linux swap, enter. That's it. Though in this mere seconds I've made decisions that I have a partition of 20 gigabytes for the root, I have a partition for swap, and that's it. But you can make so many more decisions with home and so on and so on. I'm gonna keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple and stupid, because people run into issues if you don't. Then you go to write partition table to disk. This might destroy data. No, this will destroy data. Right, so yes, I want that to be written to the machine, and then I quit. Then I check my work, ls block, the block devices, list me the block devices. Then we scroll down, oh, quick tip. If things do not work your way, this is how you wipe stuff. This is how you make your hard disk become a version SSD hard disk bought in the shop. Exactly the same. And then you'll get the pop-up that I have now skipped, and the pop-up is this one. You choose for a DOS version in this case. Because I had already partitioned it, it didn't ask me anymore. So we're scrolling down, lots of images to get past these partitions, which is actually, yeah, critical and not so easy the first time around. ext4. So I can choose all kinds of elements, but 4 elements, file partitions, but this is probably the most used device, SDA1. Enter. Proceed anyway. There is already something. Okay, so boom, overwritten. Then I'm gonna say that the swap, the make swap, is device SDA2 and go. And then we're gonna say use it. That's that. Then we scroll on again, mount. We go to mount device SDA1 in a certain folder, which is empty, in the mount folder, or the MNT. Installation, select the mirrors. Let's have a look. How bad are the mirrors? That's important because that's where your packages are coming from. If the packages are coming from Taiwan, I'm living in Belgium, it's gonna wait forever, right? So don't wanna skip this part. Just check it out. I believe this is all good for me. All world IT is not that bad. I've seen it before. So it makes sense to keep track of the servers where the ArcoLinux packages are coming from. It has been created for you. A reflector is there. The package reflector is being used in ArcoLinux as well. Mirror, mirror S, mirror D, mirror X, mirror XX. In our tool for welcoming app there, and there is also the ArcoLinux OSPEC S server. All kind of things. It's important where our package is coming from. Control X, it's good. I think it's good. If it's not, we come back. We edit it and we change it. Install the base, they say. We'll quickly know how fast we are downloading. Now, backstrap. Where do you want to put it? Here, mount. What will you want to put, or what will you put there? And all the packages, these are group packages, a lot of stuff. Linux, Linux firmware, and then Nano. I love my Nano. And okay, speed is good. So all these packages are installed, downloaded, installed inside MNT. We mounted it, and actually mount is our future device, device SDA1, our root. That's going in there. Now we're installing it. Okay, next, let's scroll. FS step bias, okay. I'm ready, but he's not. And he's doing this once more. So building the Linux preset there. From the Linux preset, he's building our boot files. And then generate me. Let's see if I'm in there. I'm in there now. Generate me the -u. Are going to mount it. Now it's going to inside mount. And then yeah, I have to watch out for typos. etc fs step. That's an important one. It's that important, and I quickly check that it's okay. What did I do? I dumped something there. I written where my root is and where my swap is, and all the definitions, the unique ID there. It's there. Fine, I'm happy. Scrolling on. Next thing to tackle. We need to shroot. Now we're going inside your future environment, and shrooting is important because if something goes wrong later on, 6 months, a year, 15 years, you do an arch shroot and boot into your system. Well, not boot, yeah. You log into your system, and these steps, what we've done now, you do exactly the same thing, and you go inside, and there you are. This is my future system. Welcome to my future computer system. But if you did something wrong there, sudo pacman -r, and then remove anything or edit anything with a nano, etc. No, I have not done anything wrong, but I need to go on with my scrolling here. I have to link ln-sf with force, because there is something there. If you don't do the F, it says, hey, something's there. That's why we force it. Europe, Brussels, etc, local time. Nah, done. Hardware clock, sys2hc, done as well. Locale, an important one. They're all important. Locale.gen, that's not correct, is it? Let's have a look. etc. Oh yeah, lcolale. What kind of word is that? So it's not lcolale, but it's locale.gen. And then we go for 6 tabs. That depends your machine. But I have a page down, 4, 3, 4, 5, 5. I need to have 5 tabs, and I have English, US, UTF-8. Cool. Control X, yes. So basically your language. Fine. And then we generate on the basis of that file our languages. Generation complete. I'm going for the shorter alternative. Next thing is language equals en, the same language you just chose, right? US. It's still capital letters here. Okay. Dot UTF -8. Yeah, that's it. Where will I put it in? I'm gonna put it inside etc locale.conf. So in that file I put that text. Echo key map, and then equals be minus, not underscore. It all matters. It all matters. Inside etc vconsole.conf. Yep. Let's check again. Left screen, right screen, left screen, right screen. See the differences. Don't think there's an issue here. A typo. We're at hostname. Echo ArcoLinux small l inside etc host name. Done. Nano etc host. That's the longest bit with the type. I use some tabs as well. 0.0.1 at top, local host, and then double point, or is it comma? That's a comma. Double point, 1, local host, 127.0.0.1 tab, ArcoLinux.o.local domain. ArcoLinux. Be happy with this guy. X, yes, stop. So Control X, yes, saved. Network configuration. Here we are doing something different from, well, different choices. I always try to tell you it's all about choices. Here we choose to use an application to get us on the internet. So Network Manager is a great tool, and also for people with VPN and proxy things, and well, the countries or university or companies that block you, you can try to maneuver your way through the mazes of the net. That's a good tool for it. So 3 lines, that's important. Enable Network Manager, capital N, capital M. It goes unnoticed if I don't say it, but it's important. Capital N, capital M, 3 lines, then it's okay. Then he wants to know a password. I have a great, incredible, difficult password here ready. Done. That's that. Bootloader. Yeah. You sometimes forget these things and scroll through and say, oh my god, forgot the bootloader. Not gonna work without bootloaders. Grub, install, target, equals i386 bc device SDA. That's it. So I'm telling him, look, go and install on the device SDA, not 1 or 2, device SDA, the grub. No error reported. Glad he says that. I have to make an effort to articulate today. -o boot and then grub and then grub.cfg. That's that. Ah. Scrolling further on, reboot he says. Okay, so exit. Yup, I'm back out of root. My letters there are red, it's root. I'm out of root. This is back to the live USB. Then I'm gonna say, you know what? Unmount everything you got. That's this. Done. And then to reboot, we do exit. No. Oh yeah, I see what I've been doing. Then we reboot. Use the blue choices there. Nah, grub is there, did not forget it. Hey, cool from me. And then we have all kinds of steps. Next step. So I'm now on the next step. So phase 2 went here, I'm now here, and let's have a look what needs to be done there. It needs me to tell that I'm root. I've created a very difficult password and I'm in. I can do pacman -syyuu and everything comes in. I've got internet. Yes, right? Then next one is the bash completion. I love the bash completion. I haven't been using tab for a while now. I'm so down, really I am. So bash completion is using your pinky, your left finger tab, left hand and left pinky, right? Okay, you get me. Then we're scrolling down, personal account. Okay, fine. Let's add the user, -m -g users, and -g, the group is audio, video, network, wheel, storage, and for Bluetooth, to be sure, RFkill. A few years back we had issues, we've added it. Bin bash. Eric is going to use bin bash. That's that. Password for Eric will be, ooh, that's not good. Control C, Control C. I can't do a Control C. Okay. So I have updated my password for root now. Okay, so that was a typo. Password Eric, of course. The password for Eric will be, and just to be certain, I'm gonna do a password again for root. Okay. Then one of the major things that did go wrong, I've used the Arch install script now 2 times, and last time this bit went wrong. I was not part of the sudo group and I could not install anything. I said, okay, what the hell, stop. So nano fvsudo. Okay, and then we go down, tap, tap. We have here wheel all, you see? Delete this one, space can be gone as well. Control X, yes, enter. So that's saved. You can go back in and you'll see that this is now here changed. Control X. And then we need to go out. Why? Because I like to become Eric. And that's correct, so the password works. I can do sudo things. Yes, so I'm part of wheel. That's what was wrong, not being able to do anything. I said, yeah, then the fun stops there. Okay, Eric, sudo pacman, done that. Next step, guys, we're at step 3 of page 3 already. We're here, page 3, phase 3. Install display driver, install graphics driver, install display manager, server, yeah, display server, graphics driver, display manager, and then the desktop. So first a bunch of stuff for Xorg, -s, Xorg again, group packages, lots of stuff comes in. Thank God for group packages, otherwise we had to type a lot of stuff. And a terminal if you want it. Hopla, lots of stuff. Then we scroll, graphics driver. That's the most difficult part on real metal. For some it's no problem, let's be honest, but for some of out there, some hardware out there, it really is. Right. Check out the Arch Wiki, ATI, Intel, Nvidia, see what you need to do. It's all there. Luckily enough for VirtualBox, we don't have to care. It's okay, it's done, it's alright. Here we install LightEM. Maybe I could make a little spin here for you guys. You see here sudo pacman -s LightEM, which is okay, no problem with it. On ArcoLinux we have chosen for SDM, so why not make for me and for you something new. So sudo pacman -s. Okay, let's do that again. -s. There you go. And then not LightEM, but a different choice, right? I always say it's choosing. It's always choices, and it's entirely up to you what you choose. So the LightEM GTK greeter and LightEM GTK greeter settings is not installed. That's part of LightEM. But what is the same is enable, of course. I enabled nothing. I should do sudo systemctl system control enable what? SDDM. Yeah. Okay, done. So that line there is the most important thing, otherwise we'll never boot in something graphical. Okay, choose your desktop is phase 4, and that's why we're making this video. Okay, so that's this, right? Phase 4. We've done this one, a little change, only for a few letters changed. Here SDM, here SDM, and done, and this second line is not done. Now we need to go and choose our phase 4, our desktop. So phase 4, actually we could have put a link down there, good idea maybe. Phase 4 goes here, choose whatever you want. Now that's gonna be, your knowledge has to come now, not from ArcoLinux, but Arch Wiki Fvwm 3. Somebody has to tell you what to do. So this thing is on my right side now. Install this package or that package for development versions and so on. Following package are there. Display manager, yeah, we have one, SDM, and then you go on and see what we need to do. All right, now that danger is gone, she knows I'm making a video. Install that. Okay, fine, cool. So sudo pacman -s fvwm, and that's one of them, right? There is a version. Let's see. Let's say first no. Can we see the version? That's version 2.6.9 at in the end there, right? So what we've done is taken a look at ArcoLinux well, GitHub actually. So let me move to the other place here. So GitHub Fvwm 3. So we went for this version. We've built this version, and that's version can be built via AOR Fvwm 3. So we skipped a version. We have gone to this one. That's the version we're using. But strictly speaking, right, you have to go to ArcoLinux and say yes, let's install Fvwm. So this is for me new territory. I have never crossed the line here. So I have to read like anybody else, install the package. I've done that. Starting, okay, select a session, execute startup function, it's recommended. Okay, add to function. Is there something to copy paste? The following, let's read together. The following configuration file locations are supported. I can put it here, I can put it there, but where's the default? S of the version ships with a new default located in user's default config. As such, the older are no longer provided. However, it can be found on GitHub, the themes. Basically, you gotta figure it out. And that's not my intention at all, to go and figure it out. But we could give it a go with this here, located in user share and so on. Is there something like that? Okay. Let's go and have a look at nano. Is there in that particular place Fvwm? Well, actually, let's go there. cd user share Fvwm. What's in here? Okay, default config, all kind of things, funds, confirm quits, and perlib is there. Okay, and this ll command not found, of course not. That's the same as this. No, it's not. That's something else. That's the default config. Scripts, date, images, and probably a file. All right, nano config. This is the file, and it looks a little bit the same as the one we have on version 3. Control X. What do they say? The ArcoLinux guys. You can still split your multiple files, read commands, virtual desktop. I guess if I ls, that's the config we have. It really doesn't say what we should do, right? The following configuration locations are supported as of version, and then they give us a version. What version am I on? .2693, and it says 268. Okay, so the following configuration locations are supported as of version. That's where I'm looking at. Let's show you that code. So I'm at this point in time, where should I put my configuration? Wait a moment. Come to think of something. Present working directory is user share. No, user local share it says. So I guess I need to copy paste over. Can I copy? Okay, can I copy everything from here to my own, well, let's type it, my own home directory in the .config, probably don't have it yet, and then .fvwm. That's where you're supposed to go, I think. Yep. And then it says this does not exist. So make me the directory, please. Thank you very much. Home Eric and then point Fvwm. That's created. Arrow up, done. Omitting directories, yeah, sure. -R, complete forgotten to do that. So cd home Eric ls ll does not exist. There is the dot, the blue thing in the corner there, very small. cd.fvwm ls, it's there, the config. Okay, I dare to boot it up again. Let's do a sudo reboot and see what happens. We broke it all. Boot existing OS, ArcoLinux, 2 choices. SDDM will lead us. We've enabled it. Gonna be a lovely theme. And there it is. And we have an issue. So user share X sessions is empty. So it does not provide us with any code. On Real Metal you Control Alt F2, and on VirtualBox it's right Control F3 for example, or F4 and so on. So we're back in. So I'm wondering what's the content of user share X sessions. Ah, there is something there. Why is it not showing on SDDM then? That's a good question. Control find SDDM. Nothing. No talks about Lightiem. No, never in the page here anyway. No. Let's go to the top. In here it says starting display manager, otherwise exec to your users XML. Did we change it in ArcoLinux? We have another version with version 3. And then all the choices again is our SDDM. Come on brain, think. Let's have a look what's inside of this thing. Cat user share X sessions run Fvwm. Fvwm cannot open display. How to launch it? We saw something else there. Here you are. Execute. How was it again? Yeah. I can add it to the xinit rc. Not too keen of doing that. Exec's probably not going to work as well. Nope. But the problem is, now let's do it again. Sudo reboot. The problem is if I install this thing, it's installed, it's all good. And when I sudo reboot it, SDDM goes into the folder user share X sessions, and it should find that file because it's settled. Is there a reason why it shouldn't find the file? There is no reason why it should not find the file. SDDM. Huh? How about that? So I just typed in my password and my login. I got something all right. But watching this and then seeing what we've done with it in ArcoLinux, and I say, okay, world of difference. I'm not gonna waste my time with it, but this is the standard. This is probably gonna work. Yup. Ugh. So okay, now I've seen this. This is the first time ever I see this, and to be honest, it's gonna be the last time I'll see it as well. All right, guys, I'm out. So then it's a lot of figuring out. This is strange. Is it maybe font gray on gray? I don't know. But then this is strange as well. You see, I type something, but I don't see it. But never mind. It's just a tutorial, so I'm cool with it. And we've developed our own Fvwm 3 because this is the number 2. All right, I'm out. The most important thing has been tested. Arch Linux installation way still works fine. All right, cheers.